They can hear us. The J-Pie warning.
J-Pie warning.
Bro, I promise you for a second there, I was like, what scene do I change to? What the fuck? I'm clearly tired.
Yeah.
Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to this week's episode of the Predcast, officially episode number 8. 8 of many more to come. Now, what the hell did you just say?
ESPN, the Ocho.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I was like, what the fuck did he just say?
The Ocho.
I can, bro. Now, we had an interesting conversation going on for this week's episode. But first and foremost, we're going to introduce ourselves. This week, we do not have a guest host due to unforeseen circumstances. But we got some of the original cast. So let's introduce ourselves. Medkit, if you want to lead the way. And then Bearded, go ahead and tell people a little bit about yourself.
Yo, what's up? Medkit here. Welcome to episode 8. We're going to talk about the dual lane, Revenant, and more. Just now I was talking to Bearded about what my favorite lane is, or my best lane or role. I really don't have one. I just hit fill, but if you were to put a gun to my head, probably tied for support or jungle.
Or really?
Or jungle. I literally play any role. I let the randoms kind of, not random. Well, everyone, whoever's on my team, I just let them go. I'll fill whatever is needed.
You are a very nice person. A lot nicer than me.
Thank you.
To be honest with you. Because I for damn sure am not about to let these randos carry. Go ahead, Beard.
What's going on, everybody? It is I, the beautiful Marine, your Michigan Wonder, and excited to bring this episode to you guys again. And Odo, stick around for this one. You're going to enjoy this one because I know you're a dual lane main as yourself and you love talking about the carry. So I want your input in chat. Just keep filling chat, going like crazy. And Huddy, Bathroom Entertainment, I hope you have a great one, but don't push it. Let it come out as natural as it needs to, okay? That's a guy your age can hurt themselves, to force it, okay? So don't let that happen. Take your time, and we'll be here for a while for you, all right?
Squat if needed.
I hope you all have a great time with this episode. On to you, Windu.
Bro, I thought you were talking about his dad jokes that always get forced, bro. That's what I thought you were talking about. He's like, don't force it, just let it come naturally. I was like, damn, Huddy, he's saying your jokes are sucky, bro. But what's up, guys? I am Windu, also known as Windy the Mace. I do everything from mobile content, strategy content, and a little bit of racing here and there. And I'll be honest with you guys, I would never, I don't want to support in Predecessor. I'm just gonna throw that shit out there. I just don't want to, bro. Like, so here's my thing. You can be very influential by all means, right? But I think we've all been in the situation where you're an amazing support and your carry just isn't there to finish that layup. You know what I'm saying? And I can't with you.
Been in that situation. No, I haven't, because like somebody asked me, it might have been you or somebody else that asked me, how often do I not? I think it was Menace actually. How often do I?
No, I asked you how often. Yeah, how often do you not get the carry role? Because I know you're always wanting.
Are you both dual lane mains?
We are 100%.
Okay.
So, and I get carry.
I don't know if I am anymore.
Almost 90, I'd say 98% of the time. It's very seldom do I not get carry, right? Now, good chance of that is because of the fact that I'm teaming up with my friends or any of the viewers that show up. But I also, even when I'm solo queuing, I'll get carry majority of the time. And if I don't get it, then I'm solo laning. But so even then I haven't had a situation where I'm just like, I'm just going to support a rando. Like, I haven't done that.
Oh, I mean, so fair. Granted, I mean, I do like their little queue system by all means. How even if, let's say you and I both pick carry, one of us is going to get the short end of the stick, but it's assigned. Like, it'll tell you, hey, you're now mid. I really do like that. That really does eliminate a lot. And when people see that somebody already picked carry, they're like, all right, courtesy, I'm going to pick something else. I'll be honest with you. The only time that I invade a role that's already chosen is when the last one is support and I wasn't fucking paying attention. And everybody wants me to be support. I'll literally be like, no, No, we're leaving this to fucking luck, bro. No, I'm not doing it. Yes.
Coin flip it.
But I don't know, man. Like I just don't think that support is honestly as fun as the other roles. I've been loving mid. I've been loving jungle. I honestly haven't even been playing carry that much in Predecessor. I think mid and jungle have been literally what I've been having the most fun playing.
I don't really like the dual lane, but if I have to play it, I'll do it. And that's why I said support or jungle, because like support, no one really plays support. I'll play support. I can play support pretty well. And jungle, because that's like, in my opinion, the hardest and most important role.
Why don't you like the dual lane though?
I went with those two. Okay, I think part of it has to do with there's a lot of chances of mirror matches. And it's always a fiesta over there. Plus, we have like a limited number of dual lane characters. We only got 3 ADCs, 2 really good supports, 2 very underpicked supports. You guys agree or no?
Well, I'm assuming underpick would be Muriel. Very good would be Decker. I would put Steel as very good, and then Narbash is underpicked.
Steel.
Personally.
Okay, Richter? That's tight. Richter, in my opinion, he's really good.
I think he might fall under the underpick category because I don't really see.
I see Richter in there a lot, actually.
Really, as support?
Yeah, Richter support. I'm seeing over there a lot. That happens a lot, and his displacement is just that huge. Like that, literally everything else. I mean, his ultimate stun to kind of hold. Here you go. I'm going to feed you this kill and hold him there is great as well. But it's that the initial displacement that right there that gets your ADC fed so quick. If you're gonna give me, you let me pick as an ADC who I want as a support, I'm gonna tell you to go Richter. Like I prefer game. If I know that you can play a good Richter, I would rather you do a Richter. Just because with a lot of the carry, even then, like it's like, all right, you're Decker, right? And you hit the stun ball on Sparrow, whoever the other carry is. Well, now I have to close that gap that there's there. Like, okay, let me get up on there, and by the time I get there, they're no longer stunned. It's like, well, shit, now I'm out of position. Richter, you pull them right to me. All right, I'm safely doing what I did to do. Like, I like that. Like, I'm all about that. And then I like Narbash just because the fact that it gives me sustain in lane. So, but Narbash is underpicked and I would say a little bit underwhelming. He does his kit is pretty like lackluster when it comes to a lot of the stuff.
I think I might have to do with the simplicity of his kit. And Huddy was telling me that since there's so much CC in the game, your healing will get toggled off like nobody's business. Like mid-team fight, you'll have to reactivate your healing like 3 times or some shit like that. So, I mean, counterplay, I guess, but maybe that's a reason why. A little bit too complicated in the middle of a fight. What do you guys think?
I think it's just his kit's easy countered. Like you CC is like he's done. Like you can't, like everything's done with his kit after CC. Like what are you gonna do?
He has the worst ultimate in the game.
You think so?
I think so.
If it's easy, it can be because it's his ultimate
because it can be interrupted.
Channeling and how long it takes.
At least Gideon can be in the air. And running True Silver on him is
fine. I mean, it's awesome.
Running True Silver on both is fine, but Narbash,
you can melt that True Silver a lot faster on Narbash.
Narbash ults, you should be able to hit Q while he's ulting. Then you can move a little faster. You can like make a play around that Grux pull that's about to happen, or that steal that's trying to dash. I think this is Intart's idea. I think. Shout out to Intart, by the way. He's in chat right now. I remember a long time ago we talked about it. Like Narbash should be able to hit Q in the middle of his ult, and I think that would make him pretty fun and balanced. I think. But at the end of the day,
which one's the Q?
It's all
movement speed.
The March, the move speed.
Yep. Sorry.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, right? Whoever's playing that support, it really depends on the pilot playing that hero.
Oh yeah.
You know what I just thought about? The support crest with a silence active. So
Silentium.
Yeah, so every single support can effectively counter a Narbash.
Yeah.
That shit sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
it
even
sucks.
that, just another situation, right? And that's not even you have to have CC. You just have that item now, and you could do it. So, because I think Muriel would not be able to stop him his ult, but if she got that, she would then be able to stop him. So even then, like
just wait till that 8-minute mark.
Yeah, right.
I guess they're
who plays Muriel
underpicked because me. I haven't played Muriel in a while.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. They're both underpicked because what?
No, I noticed Muriel and Narbash are just a little bit underpicked because disruption is just more.
It's more valuable.
Stun somebody, your whole team just kind of dogpiles on them, right? Like, oh, that Sparrow with the giant letter stun, and they just go in. The people like seeing someone initiated, let's go in. Whereas Muriel is more like backline, trying to like throw shields around. Narbash is somewhat in the middle. He can heal. He can throw thunks out from a distance. He's good at body blocking. His passive is, I like his passive.
What's his passive?
It's called Rhythm. So when you basic attack or channel abilities, you get stacks, and it maxes at 24. And once you hit 24 stacks, you get bonus mana regen up, depending on the number of allies next to you. So
permanently?
Not permanently. Oh. He's the best support to challenge the gold buff. Just because he can like get it started, rack those stacks up, right? Have his heal going on, so he gets bonus mana regen, bonus health regen, and the only thing he has to watch out for is like an enemy Sparrow RMBing it. But
yeah,
there's only like legit, just for simplicity's sake, if I just mention the 4 main supports, right? Muriel Decker, Narbash, Richter. In my opinion, Richter and Decker are like top tier.
Impressive, yeah.
Muriel and Narbash, in my opinion, need some love. And then there's only 3 ADCs. So that's why dual lane can get really boring sometimes. There's only 7 combinations of heroes or whatever.
I mean, we'll also see the Decker support or the gadget support. I've seen people try and pull that off too. Yeah. I mean, strats.
Yeah, it would be cool to see what Rev does.
Gadget.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Yeah, Decker.
Oh yeah, then my bad. Bellic and gadget. Yeah. What am I?
Yeah, seeing a Rev would but then we're gonna see a bunch of Rev versus Revs.
Oh yeah, I mean that's gonna happen. I mean, but we're gonna have that in every time a hero is released, it's gonna be the same thing, right?
People are gonna pick that hero no matter what.
We get the next solo lane hero release. When Greystone gets released, you're gonna see a bunch of Greystone versus Greystone, just because it's a new fresh thing, right? So that's
Revenant Jungle is gonna happen.
It's gonna give us. You're gonna have 4 different heroes, carries you can pick from eventually, right? When he gets that the new. The freshness wears off, Yeah.
Also, exactly what Introth said. Yeah, he has a bit of an identity crisis, just a little bit.
Yeah. So Bad News Bear.
We don't have a date for Rev yet. No, but
not exactly. We know it's January.
It is Revenant month.
Right.
Yeah. Happy Revenant month, everyone.
Bad News Bear says his ult never gets to go off, and 40% anti-heal is crazy, especially given that the anti-heal items feel good to build.
That's a great point. That's a hardcore nerf to Narbash.
Yep.
Everybody's building it because of Countess, but Narbash is back there struggle busting, bro.
Right. And Bad News Bears also says his stun is good, but that doesn't make up for how unplayable the rest of his kit is. And then Int comes in and it says that wasn't him that said that in what you were talking about there, Medkit, but he says, I said move his current ult to regular ability, balance it in accordance to that, and make the alt a mini ally buff that will include March plus, but probably do a flush heal as well. I don't know what a flush heal means. Probably a bang that would be immediate ace to enemies as well.
I do not remember that conversation. I thought it was like you ult and then you can press Q to like move back and forth.
So he's basically suggesting that they pull a Decker, basically. Repurpose the ult into a normal ability, like a slow damaging AoE ability. And then instead of his March being a Q, it would be an ultimate with movement speed and some other sort of buff, is what he's suggesting. I kind of flip those and make an OP March. I mean, might work. I'll be honest with you. He just, I don't know. He just kind of feels stale right now in general.
Right. I would think something cool, like, I mean, obviously it'd be using something similar to Huntress, but it'd be cool still to kind of give his ultimate to be, you know, Huntress, and she spins and shoots. What if he did like kind of spinning and like he would throw drumsticks and like it'd be like a quick thunk, like a stun, like a small AoE stun. Like if you're in that AoE,
he's only got 2 of them.
Well, you don't know what he's got. I mean, a drummer has more than 2 drumsticks.
I mean, hold on.
That's all you see.
In Beard,
he could easily pull out his side bag.
In Bearded's defense, he throws them 2 drumsticks a shit ton during a fight, and he still has the fucking drumsticks.
He doesn't go and retrieve them. All right, throw it. All right, let me go get that real quick.
Actually, never even thought about that bullshit. This motherfucker really do be throwing his drumstick out and always has one. I just realized that shit.
Exactly. So, I mean, it'd be cool to have something like that, you know, like a little, like you would see an AoE like come out, and you're like, you know, it's almost like how Grux. You see Grux's AoE come out, like, oh shit, I need to get out of here, or I'm gonna get pulled, right? So you see the AoE come out, and it's, oh shit, he's gonna start throwing the thunks, like that's his ultimate, and then he kind of stuns everybody in that area real quick, and then that would be, you know, instead of it being more of a channel, like, hey, I'm doing my ultimate, go ahead and stun me. If you don't stun me, you get knocked up, you know, and it just kind of like a little quicker. His ultimate would just happen quicker. It'd be harder to stun him out of it.
Now, would it? Here's the thing: on a, you know, playing devil's advocate, should we be encouraging them to rework a hero that's already done instead of just continue focusing work on newer heroes? Because that would be the same department.
Good question.
I mean,
because that would be reallocating the resources. Like, is it a necessary, or is it, because again, not every character has to be great. There will be low tier characters, there'll be high tier characters until some balance comes out. Like, imagine the imagine the items that increase the amount of heal or whatever. Imagine those get buffed, and now Chimera and Narbash are nuts out there. You get what I'm saying? And Countess again, or whatever the hell.
So I do think, yes, that is something that needs to happen, because you need, again, like we're talking about, one, we don't have that big of a player pool as support wise, right? We have people that are playing off support just because they want to play something different than what the same 2, you know, meta supports they've been picking. So yeah, let's make this actual supports that we have, make them viable and you know, feel good to play, right? Every hero in this game should feel good to play, whether they, you know, be, you know, amazing at the game or not. It should still feel good. You should like enjoy, like, hey, I'm gonna do my ultimate when, like, you do your ultimate. All right, I'm gonna try to do my ultimate, guys, and we're in a team fight. I'm gonna try to help you out, but I'm a Narbash. There's a good chance that I just wasted, all I did was waste mana. I hit the button, mana got drained, but I'm stunned out of it. Like, there's no point in it, right? So you want every character to feel good. And I'm not saying that this is something that, like, I want this done before Revenant gets put in place. So stop working on Revenant, come fix this right now. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, over time, let's spitball ideas. Let's think of things. Let's figure this out. Like, all right, as we're working on Shinbi, you know, all right, let's dabble with Narbash a little bit. Let's see what we can do. Let's change some numbers up. See how this feels. Let's look at this. Let's change that up. All right. And then work on it as you go. You know, it's not something that just needs to be done right now.
So I will say, the 2 characters that we said feel the worst are also the 2 characters.
Let's go with that raid.
Hey,
Ray.
Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Ray, what's
Welcome,
up, man?
everybody.
But yeah, so think of it like this too. The two supports that feel the worst right now are the 2 supports that have items in the game that directly counter them. Anti-heal shuts the fuck down when it comes. Like it shuts down Narbest like nobody's business.
Right.
And then when Medkit, help me out. What's that one item that you deal extra damage to people that have a shield on?
Breach.
There you go. Like literally, there are items to counter these two supports. I think that's why nobody wants to fucking pick a Muriel, bro. Like, why would you pick a Muriel if there's one item that they can build that immediately counters you? Everybody can. Everybody doing physical damage at least. But like, why? You know?
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. Do we honestly think Revenant will actually make that much of a difference? Like realistically?
Oh man,
we're still gonna see Rev versus Rev because both teams are gonna want to pick Rev over, the new carry versus the one they've been playing. There's only 3 of them.
I mean, but there's gonna be a ton of Rev solo. Don't forget about that.
It's gonna wear off too, though. Again, like I'm looking ahead
man.
right away in the beginning. Yes, you're gonna see Rev versus Rev. It's gonna happen. Completely agree with it. You're gonna see people pick Rev just because they want Rev and take him off. We've seen people pick Countess and put her carry because of the fact that they just wanted Countess. Like that's all they cared about. They get put in the carry role. We're gonna take Countess because she's the new hero. We want to play her. That stuff happens. You're gonna see that with Revenant. You're gonna see it with every hero that comes in the game, but it's not gonna last that long, right? Then once that new car smell wears off, then I don't think it's going to be so much Rev versus Rev. You're going to still see that because you only have 4 carries you're picking from. It's a 25% chance you're going to see that again. Like that's what you're going to go up against. But I do think he's going to change the game, yeah, because like that. Well, again, let's get into it. What do we think his kit's going to be?
I know.
Do you think his ultimate stays the same?
Yeah,
if his ultimate stays the same, that right there. That right there. If his ultimate stays the same, then yes, that right there is just big enough as it is to change.
I think his kit is fine. He just needs a new passive, and we don't know what that is.
What was his passive? Do we remember?
Paragon.
Did he have one?
Paragon characters didn't have passive slots.
They did at one point. I don't think he did.
In Legacy, yeah, but not when Rev was around.
I don't think he had a passive, to be honest with you. At best, I guess he could consider his passive that he auto reloaded at one point. But that might have been it. But I don't know if that was an actual passive. That was just designed.
Click any reloads.
But you could automatically do it. You didn't have to.
It says they got rid of passives after 1 year. I mean, a Huddy, so we don't know what the actual kit is yet. We don't know the kit. We don't know when they're going to be when he's going to be released.
Rebuild this kit ourselves now.
So his Q was the homing dark energy missiles thing, right? Obliterate.
I feel like that's a necessity.
Star was his E. I think his entire kit is going to stay the same. I don't think any like his kit was problematic at all, in my opinion. I think he just needs a new passive, and an idea I had was like Lucian from League of Legends, where I think he auto reloads or something after like a couple of seconds of being out of combat. But anyways, his E is his Scar. What was his right mouse button's name?
It wasn't just the reload, right?
I forgot what it was called, but maybe Intarth knows. But you it was a reload, and it makes it so your 4th shot does bonus damage, or did it crit or something? You basically hit harder on your 4th bullet. So right off the bat, I can think Lightning Hawk, or maybe even Demolisher or Pain Weaver. Like any of those would be really good on Fred's Rev. We don't know what his passive will be, but
yeah,
I mean that's a fair point if they keep with the 4 shots.
And they're saying right here, the passive wording was the 4th shot crit on it plus attack speed, change reload speed. The passive was in the right mouse RMB passive. Our Revenant's last round in the chamber deals critically strikes for 50 to 200% bonus icon basic. Then it, I don't know, for startup damn. I don't know why. It's
basically
damage.
It hits harder. That 4th bullet hits like a truck.
So I thought he had a passive. I was sitting there, I'm like, wait a minute, hold up.
Like in his kit somewhere?
Yeah, that's in his RMB.
I guess, yeah, that's technically it in his RMB. And his ult is also
you get copied it from the wiki. So wiki gave us the stars from reasons. All right.
I think.
Wait, what if his passive can be so you know how he has another passive in his ultimate where if he kills somebody in the actually no that would never mind, that's a bad idea. I was gonna say move the bounty passive over to his
OP did
actual
change his
passive,
kit,
but that's a bad idea.
Huddy, OP did change his kit because in Paragon, when you threw his E, which was his scar, anything that hit when that person was scarred did extra damage, right? So you threw that scar, then you throw the obliterate.
Oh, like an enhancing ability.
Obliterate. Right. In Overprime, it doesn't do that. In Overprime, it's an anti-heal item in Overprime. So it is different in Overprime.
Yeah, I'll be honest. When you look at Revenant, I think the missiles and his ultimate are the most iconic things about the character. Maybe the fourth shot reload could be argued for. I absolutely fucking hated the active reload. Just let that shit reload on the fourth shot and let me suffer. Basically, like when that fourth shot comes around, like it's like, oh shit! I don't like the active reload.
Oh wait,
I liked it because it made you want to build. You either had to build attack speed to help with that reload speed, or you kind of suffered if you didn't build attack speed. You did more damage, obviously, if you built more into damage, but you suffered with that reload speed of that fourth shot. Like, I liked that idea about his ability. Like, hey, this guy can do damage, but you're also, when you're only shooting 4 shots, you got to reload. That can say, take you some time. Like, you want to get that, you build attack speed, but if you're building attack speed, you're losing in crit, or you're losing in whatever. You're kind of sacrificing somewhere. But I like that about his skill kit. I was all about that.
Bro, I know even just laning as him, 9 times out of 10, you wanted that last hit. I wanted that fourth shot to be like ready for a siege mini or something like that, because it was just easier to get. Or like, imagine you do 3 shots and then the fourth shot you poke the enemy with or something like that. Like, I never honestly found a situation, unless there's a team fight about to start and I'm on my 3rd shot, I never really found a situation where I'm like, oh yeah let me reload, go back to the weak shots.
Is CSing with them gonna be tricky in the beginning? Like, when you're reloading, what if you miss one? Like,
yeah, as people are probably gonna miss.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I mean,
because reloading with him is an art, by all means.
I think the way Overprime does it, is you can hit the reload button. So one of his abilities is his reload, and you can use it if you want to, or you don't have to. It'll automatically reload after you shot your 4th shot, and you try to shoot the 5th. When you try to shoot the 5th, it's going to reload, right? So you can also shoot before it does a full reload. So you can sit there like, oh shit, I need to shoot again. So as it's reloading, once you get a chamber in, or a bullet in the chamber, it will shoot again if you keep on clicking shoot. So I think that's something that Pred would want to do as well.
You're talking about like a Halo speed reload or some shit like that.
Yeah, instead of waiting for all 4 bullets to get reloaded, you got one in, go ahead and shoot. I think even to hate to say the F word, but I think even Fortnite does that. If you're like reloading a shotgun, you don't have to get all your, shells in. You can actually, as you're reloading, you can shoot another one real quick.
Okay.
I mean, I guess, but in is right, Intharth. That's a risk reward of being Revenant. And that's why I don't really care for that reload ability. Like, if I have to worry about a reload, or if I don't want to worry about reloading, I shouldn't have picked Revenant, Like, it should come with a, hey, these shots are going to fucking hurt, but you got to deal with the reload. You got to have the knowledge and the skill set to be able to lane with the reload, to be able to be in a team fight with the reload, plan accordingly, etc. I think they easily could get rid of that reload and add something spicy to actually bring more life to the character. Because let's be real, whenever you're fighting Revenant or wherever you think of Revenant, you just think rockets and Netherrealm, basically.
Right. Really? And that's where I'm also okay with it just being, with the reload being in the kit, because it's not like you're like, hey, this is what I need. The same thing with Murdock. You think of his fucking snipe and his buckshot. Everything else you're not too worried about with Murdock, right? You think of two kind of key abilities. He does have two other abilities, but you're not like, oh my gosh, Murdock mine, baby. Nope, yeah, he's got it, but it's not like
I get what you're saying.
It's there. I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm not saying it's amazing either. You're not sitting here like, dude, fucking awesome. It's just it's an ability, and you have 4 abilities. That's it. And with that skill expression, like I said, with that reload, as when you're trying to lane, right? If you're not taking care of your situation, like your reload situation, the way you're supposed to, and you're sitting like, oh shit, reload, I gotta hurry up and get this minion before my minions kill it. Guess what? You're going through that same reload situation again. So you're also losing time that way as well. So it's a skill that you have to work on yourself.
Oh, Jin, not Lucian. My bad.
Would it be oppressive?
League of Legends, not Lucian.
Joey Youngfits, what's going on?
Yeah, would it be oppressive if they added?
That's a good point.
Would it be oppressive if they added some sort of cooldown to up his passive? Like remove the reload completely and then make it to where, I don't know, let's say you get a takedown. It'll automatically reload just for that one instance. Would that be too oppressive?
But how would you reload when you don't get a takedown? Because what if you suck like me and you just don't get a lot of kills?
So imagine if you don't get the kill, you get to the 4th shot, it'll automatically do the reload animation after the 4th shot.
But then you're saying that, but then you get a takedown and then if you get reloads for you?
If you get a kill, instant reload sort of vibe. Would that be too oppressive?
I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that, because what if I killed this guy on my 2nd shot and I was in the team fight and I wanted to, but now I was on my 2nd shot or whatever, I was on my 3rd shot, shot my 3rd shot, killed this guy. My 4th shot should be an empowered shot now, going for the 2nd guy, but just because I got a takedown, now it reloaded, and now I have to shoot 3 more shots to get my empowered shot on the guy.
On the counter argument, you literally get 4 more brand new shots without having to reload in a team fight.
I don't know.
I see what you're saying. I'm trying to think of a way to like get an extra bullet under certain circumstances. I don't know.
Now, if they release him as is, let's say they go full Paragon original kit, I don't think a lot of people actually would complain, to be real with you. I want to see a little bit more spiciness, but I think the majority of people would actually be happy if it literally was just basic old Revenant, right?
Yeah. So part of the challenge of like reworking heroes, one of them is you also can't piss off that hero's fan base. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
but we're not doing, again, by doing the reload,
you have to like enhance it somehow.
Obliterate and Netherrealm. If we keep those 2 things, you aren't going to piss off Revenant's fan base.
Yeah, but there are Rev.
Or you imagine they release them and no more Netherrealm. Oh my god!
That's where the Rev Mans are going to get blown up.
That's when, you're not enhancing it. You're just pissing the fan base off. But let's say they brought Rev same, or at least very similar to Paragon. All that's left is whatever his passive is going to be, right?
Ooh, Odo brings up a good idea. If Obliterate had the reload on it, I think it'd be fine. However, CDR would be an issue. So, like when you use but maybe not a full reload. Maybe it gives you another shot, right? So every time you use Obliterate, you get an extra bullet in the chamber.
Which one is Obliterate again?
That's the missiles.
The missiles. The missiles.
So by using the missiles, it gives you a...
Maybe when you put the scar on it, it loads another round in the chamber. If you don't have 4 already. If you have 4, then there's no benefit to it, right? But if you shot a shot and you use scar,
so you can waste it.
Gave you that 4th one back.
Oh, bro, get the fuck out of here! What? You're trying to? He said if you use it after your 4th shot,
keep it the same.
Bro, he said if you use it after your 4th shot, a chance to get your 4th shot back, so double 4th shot if they time it properly. I think that shit sounds oppressive.
That could be oppressive. That could be. I mean, I don't know how it would. I don't know how you would work it to be like it doesn't count as the fourth shot, empowered. Maybe it doesn't get empowered, but it gives you that extra shot.
I don't think that the boss, he was 6. Meek says, in general, I don't know why make his kit different at all. His kit is super good and unique from Paragon champs. I mean,
I agree.
I don't think his kit was bad. It's just, even from the beginning, I honestly never liked the reload. That's the only thing I would like to see changed, implemented into a passive or something. I just always absolutely hated the reload. I'd rather play around the reload as opposed to have it in my kit as an option, quite frankly. That might just be me though.
I mean, I agree. I mean, that's the way I was. I don't remember it being that way in Paragon. I remember it like just automatically happening, right? I don't remember me having to hit a button at all. I guess I could have hit a button if I wanted to, but I never paid attention, never did it. But I also never said that I was great at the game, so maybe I didn't play around that well. I don't know. But when we went into Paragon the Overprime, and I played them when they had them on their CBT1, it was you had to hit the button. You had to hit the button. So you would shoot your 4 shots, and if you don't hit R&B, you're just sitting there doing nothing. For however long, you don't hit R&B. And then CB2, they switched it to where now it'll automatically do it for you once you shot your 4th shot, once you shoot your 5th shot, I think. Like when you're trying to shoot another one, it's like out of ammo. It's like, oh, reload. So,
bro, do you remember Deathcrawler Revenant from Paragon?
Yeah.
So
it was forever ago, but yeah.
You shoot in the air 3 times, you have your last bullet, which does bonus damage, right? And then you wait for Deathcrawler's timer to kick in, and then you walk up to a guy and just go bang.
You had Gruxes and Revenants one-shotting people because of that shit.
I think you could do that in Pred too. Let's say it's the same. Shoot the air 3 times, have your 4th bullet, right? Let's pretend the passive is not like an auto reload or anything. Then you could go Lightning Hawk and Demolisher and just go bang.
Yeah, if they literally keep his passive with the extra crit chance, there's a lot of fucking crit chance builds in Predecessor. Like the more crit chance you got, the more damage you do. So if there is an additional 200% crit chance shot, that'll fucking nuke.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're already building. You can already build like what is with Drongo over 120% crit, with his ability and stuff like that. So you putting him in there with a 200 up to 200%, obviously the numbers have to be crunched for sure. They're not, they have to bring that number down. That 200% crit is just insane.
I think it was crit damage.
I'm uninstalling. Bye, Huddy.
I can't with him, bro. Poor Huddy. But no, man, I gotta say, man, I'm honestly pleasantly surprised that Predecessor decided to take the holiday. So hold on, did they officially say that they're taking the holidays off?
What? Dev's taking a holiday? Oh no.
Because I know that they had a mini vacation before the game went live. So I thought that was their vacation, and then they were just gonna grind out the first couple months. I could be wrong.
They went on vacation, holidays, all that, and so I'm surprised that they left us with a solid like a patch. Besides one bug, one game changing bug I can think of in my head, which I will not say it here because I know you people will abuse the crap out of it. Overall, it was really good. I know we talked about it in was it episode 1 or 2 where they're gonna give us crunch. What if crunch is overpowered? But then they gave us hot fixes and patches, and then they went on vacation. So that, thank you if any of the devs are watching. Oh yeah, Ray, thank you.
Fair, definitely could have been worse by all means.
Right
now, you know what I actually want to see out of Omega?
What?
I would love to see them market and release videos and teasers and stuff like they were doing for like a good 6 months before the game actually got released. You know, like there was a good time frame there where their marketing and their constant posting and their interactions constantly was so on point that, I mean, me and Bearded used them constantly as like the standard of, hey, this is how we want developers to act. And this is what the type of communication we want, the type of teasers we want, etc. I know that the game became live service and that they're doing a lot more, but I feel like that part slowed down quite a bit in the last, let's just use the last month, the month that it's been released, right? Even with Countess being announced, we saw the YouTube video, right, of Countess that they announced. You're like, all right, kind of cool. They did a little video for the patch, like a little preview for people that might not be into reading and whatnot. Be like, okay, sure. But I was actually kind of shocked that their plan of the future, the little roadmap picture that they released, that wasn't accented more, or like, hey, pay attention to next month's character revenue, like a little friendly reminder, things to look forward to in next month, etc. Just little things. I don't know. It might be me. What do you guys think about their social media posting and stuff in the last 30 days?
Well, I'm now trying to wonder if it's me or the fact that it's a live game or whatever, but like I'm not remembering the Countess introduction video, right? I remember the Decker one, and the Decker one being so big, but that one we weren't live at the time, so we were waiting for news, right? We got news, so we were excited. So now it's like we're playing the game. Is it because we're playing the game that I just wasn't that excited about the Countess video, or was it something else going on, or was it just that not that big of a deal? Did it not seem like it was that pushed as that big of a deal?
Well, so it's probably just because we've been doing these weekly videos, right? Like it's kind of getting all mixed together. But a month ago, towards the beginning of the actual, early access, that was the video with plans for the future, monetization, etc. With I think it was a lead gameplay.
Alex,
yep.
And then we saw the controller gameplay that they showed off. I think that was a very good move. And then we saw 2 videos. One was a Countess highlight, and then the other one was just patch notes for 0.2. And those were both 2 weeks ago. So they were kind of like around the same week, basically like a day or two apart from each other. But they started off the month strong, I think. Like with Alex, and then we had Robbie, leading up to the early access show, kind of talking about the expectance, like, or what they were expecting out of people, the crunch highlights. And I feel like once Countess came out, it was just kind of like, all right, let's just kind of chill out. Let's chill out for a bit.
Yeah. Well, so we do have the holidays coming up, so I'm not worried about the chill out. So I just feel like I feel like we got a video like breaking down the whole kit, and I don't remember Countess getting a video breaking down her whole kit. Is that what we got, or was it just a Countess highlight video saying she's
a highlight video?
It was just a highlight video. Like I want like hero introduction. Here's Countess. This is her Q. This is her E. This is her her R&B. This is her passive. Here's her ultimate. I want you to show me your Countess. That's what I want.
An overview video.
Yeah, a highlight video is good. I mean, that's fine. Like that could be a little tease. Hey, Countess introduction video coming up soon. Here's a highlight. Great.
Hey, J-Pie, thank you.
Oh, J-Pie, thank you so much for that raid, buddy. I hope your stream was great. So I want like the Decker video. Like literally, we had a Decker video explaining everything. Yes, her kit changed. I get that's it. But this is not everybody that's playing Predecessor played Paragon.
Yeah.
So giving us that hit explanation, it would be great in a little video like that. We're getting a new hero. Now the new people who don't know what Paragon is going to understand what this hero does.
Yeah, I agree. There should have been
every hero should have that
for Countess. Yeah, I like
Revenant
that too.
needs to have that.
Hopefully. We got the highlight video, and I made a video about it, trying to talk about like, okay, the kit looks the same, but we don't know what the passive is, right? And none of us knew what the passive was until they dropped the blog where they had all those bug fixes and Countess included. That's
Right.
where people saw like, oh, her new passive is called Blood Teeth. I don't
Tithe?
fucking know.
Probably.
Yeah,
It's probably blood tithe. It's just
but like
makes
I
sense.
was trying to like analyze the video, and I noticed like she was like healing a lot without life binder.
That was a great video.
Without using her right. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. By the way, guys, if you haven't seen it, I mean it's old, but it's.
Bro, I was honestly shocked that you were on point with that shit. You're like, I think the passive is gonna be built-in healing. I was like,
because think
damn,
about it,
okay.
right? She's an assassin. You want to promote her to be an assassin, and we saw that when she kills Narbash, she gets one more stack. And I noticed like throughout the whole match, it was stuck on 10, except in the very, very beginning, it was 9. She kills Narbash, she gets 10. So I was like, okay, maybe it's max 10, and it has to do with killing people. Does it have to be through abilities or just kill her? I don't know. And then I was like, okay, well, what's with the number 10 then, right? And then I noticed, okay, she's healing like crazy, even when she did her Dark Tide. So I was like, okay.
Eventide.
I fucking hate that name, bro.
I agree with you. Dark Tide's a
These
lot
names
better.
are
Yeah,
weird.
so
Dark Tide sounds so much cooler, but I
Yep.
knew it has something to do with promoting her to be an assassin. She's a vampire, so give her some kind of healing. So and then it clicked to me like, oh, there's Omni Vamp in this game. She's a vampire, so maybe it's Omni Vamp at 10 stacks, but it wasn't exactly it. That was just my guess, but
No.
it was close. She gets, just like Huddy says in chat, hero takedowns. Now, takedowns in Pred, assists also count, according to like Astral Catalyst. Like, even if you get an assist, that's what a takedown means in Pred.
kills her.
Permanently grants her 2% magical lifesteal, stacking up to 10 times.
that's kind of nutty, to be real with you.
So 20%
So-
magical lifesteal is what you can
Yeah.
get to max
Yeah.
stacks.
And I really hope there is an overview video when Rev drops. Besides like a highlight video. You know what? Even if they drop a highlight video only, I'll get on that shit. I'll put on my detective hat on and try to figure out what that passive could be.
Again, I think they can do the highlight video in the beginning, just kind of like a here's the new hero, get you all excited. Here's the highlight, and then here's our overview video of us showing you his kit and going over, like, letting you see what everything he does and how it works. And I think a video of showing, here's this ability, and you see how the animation works. It makes it easier for a new person to go watch the overview video, see how that animation goes down, and then they can understand it when they play the hero in the game. Because right now we don't have a tutorial in the game, so they can go to practice mode, yes, but not everybody's going to practice mode, right? It's just, we know it's not happening.
Yeah.
So the better you do in these videos is the better that person can go into the game, play quick play, and understand the hero they're playing.
Dude, do you remember back in Paragon, they did something really cool, right? Let's say week 1, they show you a picture of like a zoomed in portion of somewhere about the hero, just a picture, right? And then they would have like a caption as like a tease. And then the week later, they would reveal like the character and the name, and then after that would be like a trailer, and then the fourth week after
Ability
that
breakdown.
would be an entire ability breakdown. I love that. Like, first is the tease, like for example, let me think of someone.
Problem is they can't really do teases because we already know who it is. That's the issue.
Yeah.
In the roadmap, they've already told us who the next 4 heroes are going to be. There's no teasing who the next hero is going to be.
Yeah,
Fair,
but
they could tease abilities though. Maybe something new, something spicy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if there is a change to any of the kits, they just show that one ability and be like, "Can you guess what ability that was?" And be like, "What
guys
the
wanna
fuck?
see-
They changed shit,
you
man."
guys want to see highlights first, then overview, or overview first, then highlights? Which would you two prefer, or
It don't bother me.
What do you guys prefer? I'm okay with either, but
I mean, I prefer seeing the ability and then the highlight of seeing it in action and the potential to just kind of get me hyped up for it right before the release. But I also understand the counter argument to that. Like, basically show the highlights without explaining and everything. So then you have people like us here talking about it, contemplating, you know, like theory crafting and shit. So, I mean, I think they both work. It just really depends what route they're trying to go for. Get the community to talk more or get a little bit more hype closer to the release of the character.
Huddy, I just...
That's a good idea, Huddy.
Huddy says you assume that everybody knows the roadmap. Well, the people who know about the roadmap are the same people who are going to be watching the teases, right? The people who don't know about the roadmap aren't going to be watching the teases. Nobody, like, they're not into the game that much. They're not caring that much. So putting a tease out there for the rest of the community, like, we already know who it is. You're going to get more of an uproar from people saying, well, this is stupid. We know who it is. What are you teasing? You know, you're going to get more negative feedback in that situation than you are actually going to get a positive out of a tease. Like, it's not... Again, like the same people are going to be watching this show who are also watching that know about the roadmap, who know about the teases. The people who don't do that, they're not watching any of this stuff. They don't care.
I feel like the hero roadmap was a big of a mistake. Imbi and Rev should have been question marks. What do you mean, like, just potentials? Like, maybe not Adam?
Why Shinbi and Rev?
I understand. I still don't think Shinbi fits at all, personally.
In my opinion,
Shinbi makes sense.
Rev should have came... not Rev, sorry. Swap Huntress and Shinbi, in my opinion. Why Shinbi? Who? Like, I like Shinbi and all, but why do we need Shinbi?
I blame Mangoes.
I'm missing it.
Bad news. Right above Huddy and Oda.
I feel like the hero roadmap was all right. Yeah, a bit mistake. Shinbi and Rev. Okay.
Oh, he's saying in general, like, they should have announced. He's saying they should have announced the first hero, maybe the first two, and then question marks after to keep the people guessing.
Yeah, I'm all about that.
Like, they'll update the roadmap as it goes on, maybe.
Yeah, you could have with all of them, with every one of them. Because even then, I guess we knew Countess was the first one. We knew Countess was the first one, so that's fine. But the other four should all have been question marks. I'm all about that. Like, put a little silhouette, like just a standard silhouette question mark. You know, like, we know, all right, we know we're getting a hero every month. We're good. We got that. Like, all right, who's it going to be? And that would have left so much anticipation. And then you could have done the teasing, and it would have been so much buildup. There would have been, I would have been all about that.
Fucking can't with Horatio in the chat, bro. This man literally just said Shimbi's there because the wolves need to hunt Countess. Duh. I'm like, get me the fuck out, bro. Oh shit.
I still think we need more variety in dual lane and off lane, man.
So yes, it is kind of interesting how they decided to go 2 carry 2 mage sort of vibe. But before we get into that, hold on to that thought, Medkit.
Isn't Shinbi more of an offlaner though too? Like, she plays mid and offlane pretty much.
I mean, I get.
Was she like that in Fault? I wouldn't know. But in Paragon, she was an assassin.
She wasn't in Fault.
Yeah, she wasn't in Fault at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I didn't really play Fault that much.
It's like people taking Kalari offlane in Pred. It's possible, and
it's doable, but it might. You need a skill. You need the skill.
Oh, okay. If you're doing it, you're trolling. Yeah. Is it that kind of thing?
I would never say that out loud. But no, so
it says Shinbi's offlane, yes.
So here's what I'm gonna say towards Huddy, and then we'll continue on the solo lane talk, Med. Because Huddy was saying that they still should do teasers for the community, and I don't disagree because some information is better than none. Some teaser is better than none. But they easily could have just planned and executed a strategy that they please the non-hardcore reading every update player and simultaneously pleasing the hardcore reading every update player. Because if they introduce some sort of teaser about Revenant now that isn't new, like, it's just like Revenant hat. The moment somebody gets excited on Twitter, it's like, oh my god, they're gonna bring Revenant. Here come the other 30 posts. It's like, dumbass, we already knew that. Why don't you fucking pay attention?
Exactly.
Like, they easily could have pleased both, but I do I do think that teasing a character that's already been exposed seems a little bit counterintuitive, personally.
Yeah. I want to say the word disingenuous. Was that where that word would fit in there? Would that be disingenuous for you to use a tease like you're trying to create hype, but we already know about it? Like set, maybe that's not the right word I want to use.
I think the fact that we know about it isn't disingenuous. Hey, spell that word.
I believe I can. I don't know. I can't say 100%, but I mean, so let's go. DISENG. ENIUIOUS. Best shot. We'll see if I'm wrong.
Bro, I wasn't even following you through that spelling.
I was.
Yeah, he literally asked you just to hear you do it. I wasn't paying attention.
I-N, not E-N. My bad.
But yeah, disingenuous basically means that you're misleading in a way, so to speak, right? And I don't think they would be misleading or lying in any way because they already announced it ahead of time. Disingenuous.
Wrong word there.
Yeah, disingenuous would be like you see a Revenant hat and they released, I don't know, Shinbi or something.
Right.
That would be disingenuous. But
there's a term there that I feel like this would be. Then it's just not like, it just wouldn't be right. It would feel gross. Like it is like, hey, like we're
off.
Yeah, I would just say off. Like it feels off.
Yeah, it wouldn't be right, and that's
like adding Shinbi to the list feels off.
And I'm not saying that you can't like again what Windu was saying. Like you were saying earlier, we could tease the kit, right? If you want to start teasing something in the kit, that's fine. You could do that,
or animations maybe.
But to tease,
we don't know if those are the same.
Is completely wrong. Is all I'm. Okay, Menace jumps in here early. Let's go.
What the hell? Hold on. And I can put him in the waiting room. Boop. All right.
Oh.
All right. But yeah, I mean, so onto the conversation that you were talking about, Ben. What'd you say about Solo? Can you repeat that?
In my opinion, we need more variety over on the off lane and the dual lane in terms of new heroes. That's why Shinbi, like, Shinbi's fine. You can play her off lane or mid. Same with Countess. I think Countess is better in mid, but I don't know. Off lane, I would like to see Greystone, Kwang, maybe Sereth, or dare I say?
Yeah, I'm still with Bearded. Terra in this little mix. He said, or dare I say Wukong? I can't with him.
Don't even say Wukong. We will kick you from this group so fast. We will bring Menace. Hey, we got something.
The greatest Paragon hero ever.
Yeah, I honestly, I think this was, and I'm sorry to be a little bit harsh on them for this. I think they dropped the ball by putting Shinbi instead of Terra. Yeah. I think if they're going for vampire hunters, if they're going for that whole theme and whatnot, and they're still trying to keep similar lore, maybe not exact, or kind of build their own, I still think Terra would have been a healthy addition to the game. Legit.
Yep.
Okay. So when I say Wukong, I don't mean Paragon Wukong. I mean I want to see Pred's version of Wukong, because their track record of how they implement heroes have been really good in my opinion. I want to see what they do with the most problematic hero kits from Paragon
to show how they handle it. I mean, that'd be a big move.
That's what I meant. I don't want Paragon's Wukong in here. I want to see Pred's version, if that makes sense.
I will say, the amount of people asking Ace about it on Twitter, and even he posted, he's like, why the fuck are so many people asking me about Wukong, bro? Like, just because of that, I wouldn't be surprised if Wukong will be on the next list of heroes after the first 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
Just because of how many people asked for it.
I just agree. I agree with you that she fits the theme, the thematics of this little season pass thing we're doing, or whatever you want to call this roadmap, what we got going on. But I also feel like she also fits very well in there's a lot of CC in this game, right? And it I feel like there is a lot of you're you feel like you're stun locked for quite some time. Like if depending on who you're going up against, and I feel like Terra just counters that pretty well. Like she would go into this CC meta, and she would be a good counter to that. And I feel like she just is needed.
Yep, she can right click R through it. You guys remember? Was it right click? I think it was.
Was it right click or shield?
Might be your shield. I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, it's like you block an attack and you gain a shield depending on the damage you took from it. Was that her right click or something else? Intarth, help me out here.
I think she just had a shield. I think she just brought a shield out and she was able to just deflect damage for so long or whatever. And then she had the one where she swung her axe around and then she brought it down. So she did like a whole swing and then brought it down to damage of anybody on the person that's in front of her. That might have been her Q. I don't know the exact.
Okay, Q was that.
I played on controller. I don't know what.
He was a stun.
All right. Yeah.
Circle was a stun.
She would slap her shield and she'd do a stun.
Yeah, it was circle. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That was her kit. Block shield. She had a double attack swing axe. She had her ult for CC immunity. Yeah, we all.
Yep.
And he was the shield stun. Yep.
So do you think they added a character like Shinbi because you could play her mid, you could technically play her jungle with all that mobility, and then if you really, really want to, I guess solo as well. Do you think they added Shinbi? They added a character like Shinbi because of the versatility? You think that might be why?
I mean, like, why? What's the what is?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Shinbi's real purpose. That's what I'm trying to figure out too. Like, what is the purpose of mixing in Shinbi? Again,
unless it's a totally reworked Shinbi and we have no fucking idea, and they're just about to stun us. I doubt it.
Fuck. That's gonna piss off a lot of Shinbi fans.
Gonna piss off a lot of mangooses, bro.
Actually, it depends. We won't know until we see the kit, but I don't think that's a good idea. There's a lot of Shinbi fans out there that would get pissed if her kit was even slightly different.
Yeah,
Why, you disagree?
I'll be honest. She's whatever to me. I thought her mobility was awesome. Great idea of a champ, even kit wise. Like even if they leave her as is, I don't care. I just really struggle to sit here and think, okay, what this game really needs is somebody to be able to dash like Crunch, but a mage. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think somebody that already gets a blink for free, that can get a crest with a blink, needs a double dash ability, if it is a double dash ability. Even though she was always known for the mobility, I don't think a crazy mobility hero is what the game needs right now.
Oh my gosh, she turned into a werewolf.
You imagine that shit?
I love Shinbi's kit.
She's there for kit diversity. Apparently he got into it with Ruba directly.
Okay. But I don't know. Me personally, I would have liked like a melee fighter in the offlane, but that wouldn't make sense with the theme of like hunting, right? We have Countess, then Revenant, then question mark, then Huntress. I still think Terra would have been perfect.
Yeah. Because Terra would have gave you that melee fighter and she still would have been hunting. It will literally
yeah, she's out to
and there is no other perfect fit for that except for Terra.
Wukong can hunt anybody. That guy has endless powers and everything. He can crash your games.
Sockcap, they have not announced when Revenant is coming. Have they? What if they're
Happy Revenant month?
Yeah, with them, bro. Revenant month. So, what do you guys think about this idea? I feel like they've been a little bit focused on the idea of assassins with Countess. Kalari was already highlighted quite a bit even before Countess was released.
No. You're about to make me flip my
no. He can melt, but no.
You're not an assassin. God damn it. Fucking hate you, Bearded.
But what if they turn Shinbi into an assassin? If they just grab her kit, considering her
assassin already.
In a way, by all means. I don't think she was ever labeled as one. But she definitely could have been with that ultimate of hers. What if they literally chose to make her a high mobility assassin? How would you guys feel about that?
I'll be okay with that, but I feel like she was already an assassin to begin with in Paragon. I could be wrong. Antarth, help me out here.
I'm pretty sure she was just labeled as mage.
It doesn't bother me. Like, to me, it's just a label. I'm not worried about it. Like, I feel like Shinbi is going to be Shinbi, and I don't care what label she has.
He says, "I'm not worried about it," and then when an assassin collapses carry, he's gonna be like, "I fucking hate assassins, bro."
We gotta.
I always say I hate Kalari. Right? That's it. The other assassins, I'm not worried about the other assassins. Kalari is the only one that I have issues with. Because their invisibility. Other than that, I can take care of a Countess. I can take care of a Feng Mao. I can take care of a Chimera. Like, I'm not worried about the other assassins.
Wait, what?
You said Feng Mao and not Kai, so thank you.
But I did say Chimera. I literally said Chimera. I said Chimera, right? Right. I said Feng Mao, then I said Chimera. I literally, yes, I did.
Just now, you did not say Kai.
You
said
did too.
Kalari, then Feng Mao, then.
I said I can take care of a Countess. I can take care of a Feng Mao. I can take care of a Chimera. That's literally what I said. Go back and watch the tape.
I can't with y'all, bro.
Whatever.
The fact that we're having this conversation, bro. Holy shit.
Sock even said he said both. Thank you, Sock. Somebody's listening to me.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, I just want to see them, at least from a personal standpoint. I want to see what they do as far as, videos and pictures that they show, like, because they're pretty damn good at building hype. I'm just curious as to what's going to come out. And granted, for anybody that is watching, this is recorded on January the 2nd, so we're literally at the fucking beginning of the new year. So they're more than likely going to drop something probably the day after we record. Ooh. Usually that's how that shit goes down, right?
Right.
But I'm excited, man. It's a new year. Hey, happy new year, everybody. I don't know if we even said that shit at the beginning.
We did not say happy new year.
Right? It's fucking January 2nd. Happy new year, all.
Happy New Year and happy Revenant month.
So before we wind up, because we're getting ready to wind down here, I know that. So let's. I want to say a first time chat. Thank you for the first time chat from Pocket, and it's a great first time chat. Actually, I want to read it here. I think you can build Shinbi in a lot of different ways: tanks, brawler, and assassin burst. She can fill 3 different roles in 3 different lanes. You can get a lot of replay value from one character. I think that in a closed, paid EA environment, that will be a lot of benefit.
Fair. That's honestly the only reason I can see that they added her, because they just wanted to try and diversify as many lanes as possible.
Diversify,
but I still don't think she makes sense as far as the overall scheme of everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Nope. I agree.
But yeah,
with the thematics, if literally take the whole theme out of this roadmap they have, and we're not even having this discussion. It's just because she literally does not stand. She does not fit the theme. That's the only thing we're having this discussion is because of that situation.
But that's also kind of on them because they emphasize the vampire hunter throughout. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, you get Revenant, you get a Huntress, you get Countess, the one being hunted, right? Yep. And you get Yin, the K-pop star. Shinbi. I don't know why I keep confusing them.
Why you always?
I always, bro. Anyway, I'm pretty sure they're cousins, bro. Yin would be amazing, bro. I'll take a Yin. Shit. But yeah. So
it's another carry. It'd be another carry. We need more. So
it'll give Med the melee he's looking for, bro.
Really interesting.
Right.
But yeah. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and wrap up here.
Wait. If you're a Yin and you whiplash a Richter hook, what happens? Does that count as a projectile or no? Does he hook himself?
I don't think a hook is a projectile.
Real questions here.
I'm pretty sure that's not a projectile, bro. I'm pretty sure a projectile has to leave the original user.
I believe a steel shield only blocks projectiles, and I believe it blocks a Richter pull.
So
I'm pretty sure it blocks all abilities, not just projectiles.
Hey, Briddick.
No.
Hey, Briddick, thank you for that raid. Appreciate you so much.
What?
Thank you.
That's appreciate awesome. It, guys. But
love the night.
Hook is not a projectile. Okay. So Yin still gets hooked. Got it.
That face. I mean, so we'll talk about other heroes and ideas that they really should come out and more than likely react to other stuff as the next episodes come through. Like Britic is saying, Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New
Britic, everybody that rated, Ray, everybody. Thank you so much, guys. We really do appreciate it. But yeah, let's close out here. Let's do it in the same exact order that we introduce ourselves. Give a message to the community, and then tell people what you got going on. What's some spice in your life?
Let's see. Message to the community. Don't surrender too early.
It's a good one.
And you said message to the devs, Windu?
Yes.
I mean, if you want.
If you want.
That's all you, Brad. Trying to show some love, trying to just shout out.
Message to the dev. Happy New Year. Happy Revenant Month. Thank you for all the work you do. I see you shaking your head. Thank you for giving us such a great game. We all appreciate it. And I would appreciate it more if we get theater mode, please.
Pushing that theater mode. All right.
But you can I make pred YouTube videos on my YouTube channel. Check out the greatest tier list of 2022, my most recent video. And I made a fun counters video if you want to check that out as well.
All right.
Spicy.
Yes. Make sure you go follow this guy. He's been also streaming on his YouTube as well, so he catches live streams there as well. So definitely give him a follow over there. We got Sundown talking in chat. Sundown, how we doing? Welcome. I missed the whole thing just to jump in at the end. I'm sorry, BPG. We'll be live again next week. All right.
Video will be up on YouTube after the fact.
Rev date been released yet? No, we've not had a release yet. We are just kind of theory building ourselves here, what we got to think might be happening. But as for myself, I am going to be off this whole week. I will be over in St. Louis, Missouri for work, so I won't be able to do anything else after today. So appreciate y'all coming hang out. I do have a video going live tomorrow at noon on my YouTube, so make sure you check that out. And I think I'm like, what? I'm five or four subs away from 200 subs on YouTube. All right. That's kind of a goal I'm trying to hit. Let's see if we can get that one going. But other than that, I hope you all have a great one. And I can't wait to be back next week when the devs give us more information. Right, Sundown? You guys give us more information about Revenant this week?
You say right.
Next Monday.
Right.
So,
please.
Link for my YouTube. 1 second. I get that for you.
Go ahead and put that in the chat.
Yeah. Yep. Go ahead.
And then, honestly, I just, my message is to the devs, good shit so far. Happy New Year. I still have the expectations set high. I look forward to what the devs are going to actually produce as far as content, as far as community engagement and such. I was kind of reading through the AMA here a little bit before the actual cast went live. And I think shit like that is great. I think what they should do, quite frankly, is not just the fact that they did an AMA. I think they should go through and all the questions that they answered, made a quick little video about it as like a community statement. It's like, hey, these are some of the great questions that you guys interacted with us. We want to say thank you. Shout out to these individuals whose questions got answered. We're just going to do a quick little overview here from our team to you guys as to what you can expect, providing a little bit more clarity. And we can't wait to do this with you guys again. I think some cool shit like that would be awesome. But yeah, I'm just excited, man. Again, it's January the 2nd. We really can't be too picky. We literally only 2 days into this month so far. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait and see as to what is coming up here during the next week, and we will catch you all on the next one. And yeah, as far as my content, I'm just coming back from a hiatus, basically. So everybody just tune into the Twitch pods, tune into the YouTube channel and stuff, and show some love. You were gonna say, Bearded?
And if you don't have a VPN, use NordVPN, and don't forget to use code Britic at checkout.
Bro, you're never gonna let him live that shit down. Get me out, bro. That shit's been like 2 years ago.
Hey, he gave me a fat raid. I gotta give him a shout out.
Much love to Britic. He's a homie.
Yes.
Hey, hope school is going great, Britic. Much love, fam. But yeah, we will catch you all on the next one, and as always, peace. See you on the next video.
Peace.
Later, guys.